Hey everybody, Guy with the Meter here. Spent a little time today screwing around with the computer trying to get the damn thing to work with being able to invite people in and all that good such, and no luck. So we're back on the phone. I know the phone works. I know we can get it going and everything. Been kind of a hectic in a good way. It's been a very packed weekend, so didn't really have much time to do it. And then during the week is just 10 minutes alone means I'm 10 minutes behind on something. So, I got to make more time for this and I got to get back on scheduling. Now we're past the holiday season. The holiday season is, as I've said before, it's a rather hectic hell house around here from about September until February ish. So, man. So, yeah. What's up, guys? Russell, Aaron, Chris, how you guys doing? We got other people coming in here. I haven't even seen them all yet. So hopefully tonight will be a very profitable night. Uh, Before I bring you on, Russell, we're going to be bringing Russell on. Anybody doesn't know Russell, come on, where the hell you been? He is the Base Wars judge for Florida and a good friend of mine just the same. So we try to help push and promote each other the best we can and, get things spread. Wherever you see one of us, you see the other one. And it's just the way we seem to run that way. So tonight was actually the subject was a spur of the moment subject because it's something that really I think is a very strong misconception in car audio, and DeClueless brought it up. Hey, baby. DeClueless brought it up. So, Jerry, and said that you can't get loud without lots of speakers. Mm, yeah, I that that's a real. There's too many parts. There's too many parts of the formula to make that strong, to make that anything worth talking about, to make that really a good basis to go off of, because it isn't. There's no way around it. It isn't. So, and before anybody says anything, yes, I trimmed almost all my beard off and got it down to somewhat manageable again. I'm noticing I have a freaking fat neck. So, there goes that. What's up, Brian? What's up, John? How you guys doing? So, we'll give it a minute, get everybody else in here and see what's going on. So, while we're waiting on that, I could be trying to get Russell in and see if he can come in and bring them on camera. Yes, I want to bring them on camera. All right, Russell. And you're on. It says adding. My mic is turned on.
Boom.
Damn. It
Every
worked.
time.
Every
Every,
time.
every time.
Every time.
Every time, most of the time.
Sort of, somewhat. 100% of the time, it works 50% of the time.
Correct.
So, how you doing, my friend?
I am great. Great. Had a good weekend. Everything's good.
Well, that's good.
I was
We,
I was busy like you. I was busy like you.
hey, you know what, though? With all honesty here, I much prefer being busy and being efficient and getting things done and getting things completed versus sitting there watching TV on the couch Saturday and Sunday, and then Sunday night saying, "Oh, shoot, I should have got that done, or I could have done this, or I could have done that." You
Right.
know, complain 5 days a week, you don't have enough time in the week, and then when you get a day to do something, you're sitting on your hands watching TV. For some
Yep.
people, that works. For some people, that's great. That's what they do. That's what they like. My sister-in-law, my brother constantly says that as long as there's a TV on, you could find her because she sits in front of the TV. But that's
Um,
her thing. That's her click. That's her deal. Not me. I got too big of a garage and too much land to be sitting on my hands and not doing anything. Oh, plus over here, I'm not going to turn the camera because it's actually lined up somewhat decent. The Suburban's back living with me now. It's not constantly in the shop.
good job.
Until tomorrow when I take it back to the shop. But that,
That sounds fun.
okay, so hold on. So this isn't audio related. This possibly could be audio related, but it's not audio related directly. Um, my passenger side wheel, the alignment now goes yoink. So when I'm driving down the road, I'm
Oh,
constantly
The toe is off.
Wicked bad. Like sitting here right now, I didn't purposely park it like that, but I could walk in front of it and go, shit. I mean, it's off. So
Need an
that's
alignment. Need an alignment.
I'm sorry,
Need an alignment.
bad. And I'm hoping that maybe I hit a pothole going to eastbound that just totally racked it out because that is a rather hectic drive, if you will. Um, Florida's finest of road work is between the east and the west, going on that way.
Yes.
Uh,
At least you don't get on I-4, do you?
no,
Oh,
God, no.
okay. Then you're fine. You're fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry
no,
about it.
no. I-4 is
The worst.
if I had a military gun mounted to the roof,
Ooh, that would work.
it would almost seem fitting for the road for anybody that doesn't live around here, live in Florida.
That is true. People don't know
Yeah,
that.
that because there's a joke that 95 is infinite. 95 is the longest damn road you'll ever be on.
Yep.
I-4 is like Death Valley. It's Mad Max kind of shit. You're doing 90 and a cop passes by you like you're standing still. So there's no rules on I-4.
None.
And then I-75 pretty much is like the speedway of the East Coast.
Correct. Yeah.
There isn't much of a speed limit on there, and more times than not. So, we've got like the trifecta of it all right here. So,
East Coast, West Coast, side to side, doesn't matter. We go
yeah,
fast.
Florida's still hell. So, except the one thing that you talk to anybody that travels, and my father was a truck driver for 30 years. So, whenever I go anywhere, you got to take this road, and this road goes to that road, and you'll stop by a diner and tell Julia I said hi, and that kind of way. And when I talked to him about going to the mountains for the first time, he said you can do anything you want on I-75 till you get to Georgia. He said if the speed limit says
Oh,
65,
you
do
do
60 just
that.
to make sure.
Yep.
Because they'll tag you, they'll get you. He goes, it's not if. He goes, they will. There's no way around it.
I've been through Georgia multiple times now, going up to Tennessee's and North Carolinas and all that. And Georgia is the worst state. They give out more speeding tickets than anything.
Yeah, I don't think they have state tax. I think all their money comes in through speeding tickets.
They get
So
enough of it.
yeah, I don't have any proof on that, but that's my basis. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking about it. So
Hey, let's get back on topic. There's
yes,
plenty of vehicles that are loud with 1 to 2 speakers.
okay. So did you see the post that Dipshit made?
No, I did not. But I can tell you right now, I know plenty of cars that are loud with 1 or 2 speakers. Shit, I had 312s under 2,000 watts doing a 50. So it's efficiency. That's what the name of the game is. If it takes a lot of subs to get loud, you're not efficient. That's the only thing as it is.
And then okay, so you're a builder. Just give anybody that doesn't know you for some ungodly reason. You're a builder, and you're a very reputable builder. You work at a company that doesn't just build enclosures for Hondas. You
Yeah.
build for massively expensive vehicles, and I don't know enough of you on that aspect to know if you build extreme or
No,
if you
not
just have
really.
had
I
extreme
can.
experience.
I can. I've done a couple fourth orders. I've done a couple louder. I'll put them in quotation, louder builds. But it's I am more focused on fit and finish than I am with numbers. I've always been that way. I want a customer to pay a lot of money to have their car look like it is what it's supposed to, or what I think it is supposed to meet standard wise.
The
So
overall awe factor is what you shoot for.
correct, yeah. Numbers come second to that. But if I needed to or wanted to, I could build a vehicle with numbers. I work with an associate, Bobby, who had 115 and he was doing a 143 out of a trunk. So
Not too bad.
I mean, what's loud to you? Like what loud is relative. So what is
And
loud?
And I think on that one, I believe you're 100% on that. You hit it right on the head. Is what is loud. But okay, so so Mike Jones, I feel attacked on that comment. Jason doesn't know what he's saying on topic mean, says Melissa. Yeah, no, I know, and that's we can roll off on that, but I'd much prefer rolling off and constantly jabbering on about stuff for an hour and not having enough time than 15 minutes into it go.
What are you
Yeah, I
doing?
like wires. So what's up, Eric? Um, So, on that sense of it, I believe I have the answer to this question because I will agree that cone area does create more pressure. More pressure does create, by the rules of we're talking apples for apples here, would give you a better numbers, right? But there's also that fine line. So I could cram 815s in the back of my Suburban and nothing's choked and nothing's compromised. If you put 215s in the back of a Honda Civic, I think that's kind of pushing it for the amount of area, the amount when you build a pressure, when you start doing quarter wave theory, things like that.
Yeah.
So let's see here. I'm loud. I have one mouth. Okay. What's up, Alan? How you doing, man? Let's see. I'm trying to. How the hell
I
is
don't
this not?
see the comments right now, so if you read them, I can help, but I don't see a lot. They pop up real quick and they
And
just
I,
go
I
away.
think I think on that one, I believe you're 100% on that. Shh. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Now I've got the computer open and I can see all the comments.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. And Rios, scores at Eastbound look good, bro. Freaking awesome. Um, let's see here. Aaron Olson, I feel attacked. Aaron had at one point he had was it 8 18th? I think he had 8 18s in the back of his generation before my Suburban. Um, where a lot of the parts were interchangeable, but it was just a stronger, more squared out build. Uh, so yeah, okay, in that sense there. But if you put 415s and try to cram in a freaking Yugo, you know, let's see, Aaron said wrong. So he had. I didn't say you have. I said you had. You're down to. I think you're down. Was he down to 6 now? I believe is what he's gone down to, and
I
these
would
two.
rather I would rather have less speakers in the right sub enclosure than having more subs to try to be louder because that's not how that works.
And I think that right there is one of the biggest misled by a lot. And sadly enough, it's I think myself that it's misled mainly by the install shops because they're trying to. You're not loud enough. Oh no, you need to buy more to get louder. You need to buy this to get louder. You need to buy that to get louder. And that misinformation, I believe, has been passed down to the guy just guys install. Oh yeah, you need more speakers in your car, man. My buddy at the install shop, he's a professional. He told me I need more speakers.
I'll sell you more speakers.
Right? I
Yes,
mean,
you will be louder to a point. Eventually, you're going to run out.
and that's it right there. Then you start running across. Okay, you've gotten more equipment, and now your electrical is going to pay for it, or your vehicle is going to start flexing and stressing more in certain areas, or 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 it just opens up a whole can of spaghetti.
Correct.
Let's see here. Alignment, Michael McRae, alignment. Yeah, that wheel is it's I think there's actually something that it could be the ball joint, but see, that's the thing. With that bird, the thing, honest to goodness, I've owned the thing for like 10 years, and I don't think I put 500 miles on it because it just goes short little trips. I've never really taken it anywhere, and anytime I did try to take somewhere back in the days, one time it caught fire because of a faulty installer, in which
Tell me that. Yeah.
you know, so it was down for that. And then I was having electrical issues in it before that because the guy before it just old Chevy and just so it randomly driving in, go into security mode and cut off. So that's why it's been down. Now that all that's been fixed, honest to goodness, if I could afford the 30 grand in fuel, I'd drive it to TDH. Uh, the
Oh,
truck is, I think just looking at it right now, it's not even running, and I think it's getting about 6 miles to the hour. So 6 gallons to the hour. So I mean,
there it is. There it is.
mm, the GMC pulling a trailer down the interstate, I'm breaking 20 to the gallon. I can't hate that. So
Better than my
yeah,
truck. I can't tow a trailer and get 20. I barely get 20 in my truck.
yeah. You and I talked about that because your truck isn't built so much. Your truck's built to give the best fuel economy in a special speed,
Oh
right
yeah,
at a certain gear, and like
heavy
it's
mileage.
right at the
Yeah, yeah. No. What is it? Fuel economy of a V8, power of a four-cylinder.
yeah.
It, it will last you forever though, so you got to take it. You got to take it.
Yeah, your great grandkids will inherit that truck. There's no
Correct.
question about it.
Correct.
Yeah, so John, go back on that. If Ariel could be a ball joint, I replaced a lot of things in the front of that truck. When it was purchased, unfortunately, it was purchased by a fellow basehead, and I was told like, oh yeah, it's got everything, it's done everything. All you gotta do is, no, I have to do to it. I had to, oh, it needed a radiator in it, but the radiator did enough to drive it home. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So driving it home, going down the road was, trying to keep the damn thing on the road. Oh yeah, so went up underneath it and the control arms and the ball joints and the bushings and the bearings and like the entire front end needed to be replaced. So I've even replaced the power steering on it 3 times now because that generation of Chevy doesn't even really have power steering. It's got power assist, and it's like lawnmower steering almost, where it isn't rack and pinion. It isn't rack and pinion. It's got like one box, and that's it. So it's like it gives it a little bit of power. Well, now one of the other issues I have is it has some kind of stupid Chevrolet like speed assist. I think is what some kind of fucked up Chevy name like that. That it'll adjust the steering response in reference to the speed of the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, no, it doesn't. It just goes cattywampus, and all of a sudden you're driving down the interstate and you're like this, like okay, that's great. And then it was going, you go, oh shit, and then you're trying. That's
It probably has
okay.
nothing to do with all the added weight in the back of it. Nothing.
No, no, because when it was empty, it was doing the same thing. I thought the same deal.
Ah.
Most of the weight in my truck right now is center mass. When
Oh,
I had
you are.
the
You're not a C pillar. You're a B pillar, and the B pillar's not as big because you have room for days. Don't you have it like
yeah,
that the US amp the opposite way, like
yeah,
parallel with the car, not horizontal. Like it goes
yeah,
front to back.
front to back, no
Yeah,
problems.
and that's a huge.
It has it has the cargo capacity of an S10 with the enclosure in there.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing the back of it. It
Yeah.
still has a lot of room back there.
So, but before, I will agree with you. All my batteries, all my everything was on the tail of it because it had that humongous sixth order in there
Mm-hmm.
that was, overbuilt and oversized and, just like insanely large because it did lows like there's nothing to it. So yeah, that right there, that brought the whole truck riding like that, no matter where the hell I went, no matter what I did. So I put airbag assist in it, and that leveled it out. Now I don't need the freaking airbag assist. Nonetheless,
You'll be fine.
but so I'll get that taken care of. I've got new door locks coming in tomorrow because I had to put some aftermarket doors on it, so junkyard doors, excuse me. I didn't have the brains to keep the locks that were on there. Um, so I've got new locks coming tomorrow. I'm going to install those in. Then I'm taking it to the shop probably tomorrow night. So for all my Thursday peeps, it'll be out there Thursday at the Target meet.
I got
So
I got to come up with a local meet to get some of my East Coast people linked up. I don't know how or where, but I'm gonna have to figure out something.
we lucked out with this because it is directly next to the airport. Like it's in that industrial park area. So anywhere that's back there is closed at, 5 o'clock, the 9 to 5 facilities. So they're done. So we're not bugging them. and then we do it up close near, like on the side where the toll road and the airport. So there's
Uh,
not houses on either side. So yeah. Now last week I didn't make it, and one of the guys went out there and opened up his tail and opened up all his doors and put all the speakers outside and go and turn it on. And then, from what I was told, about 15 minutes later, the cops are there saying, "Dude, don't do that. Come on," because that shit travels. That stuff they probably heard it in freaking Tampa. So yeah. Uh, Wait, hold on. So I'm going back on stuff right here. Mr. Rayo, sir, you said you went to jail in Georgia for speeding. Oh my gosh.
Actually, I've heard of that from one of my coworkers saying they went and got pulled over for speeding at a certain rate, and they had to spend the weekend in jail because it was a Friday night, and they had to spend the whole weekend, so they had to get bailed out on Monday.
Oh,
Yeah,
fudge.
that's a true thing.
Dude, I have got such a heavy of foot, I would have my own parking space at that jail. Holy jeez.
I've heard of people getting pulled over. In Florida now it's 100. You do 100, you go to jail. Anything
Yeah.
over 100, you're going to jail.
You
Hey,
know,
systems.
it's all in
If
perspective.
anyone needs a fancy radar system, a custom built one installed, I know a guy.
Yeah, all that lets you know nowadays
Sales.
is when it goes off and you go, oh yeah, there is a cop behind me.
Nah, I can't confirm or deny, but in the state of Florida, you're allowed to have jammers. So
You hear
laser
that, Melissa?
laser jammers, not radar jammers. You can't jam radar. You can only sense radar, but radar you can detect from a long time away.
Yeah.
Laser can actually jam, and that's the loophole in the things. But
And
the radar systems are not cheap.
oh yeah, yeah. But also for like the radar when it goes out, it projects in the cone way. So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm hitting you, the car next to you are most likely get some sort of a soft reading off of it. Where a laser, if I'm hitting you, you're getting the reading, and everyone else around you doesn't even know where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So yeah. All right. So go ahead. We're side railing like crazy, but
we are. We are. We are.
I'm going through the things here now. Sarah Slash has one speaker. What's up, Terry? How you doing? Mr. Rios, how you doing? Excuse me, more Civic Hector. Let's see, John. Let's see, I only have. Hey, what's up? More subs means more coronators means more wind. Yes, you're correct on that, Benjamin. 100%, no question about it. But you get to the point that you have too much for the area you're working with. So you're going to get to where you're going to be compromising the enclosure size. In which, if that's the case, if I can cram 818s in my truck, but they're all going to be on half the volume they need to be, or the cabin area ratio is not working in the favor. That's the other thing. For the amount of cone area, the amount of pressure you put into it, you have to compromise in there. A lot of us don't have to worry about that because we're not cramming 2015s in our, station wagon. But that's a big thing to think of also. Now, if you're just going to like, oh my God, look at that, I can blow wind, woo!
Those are called demo guys.
Yeah, that's great. Do your thing. But for making the false statement of loud, more means louder, no, it doesn't.
I see.
Uh,
I hear a
I'm
lot of.
sorry.
Well, I guess it really comes down to it is. I mean, it's all like you said, scientifical and everything like that. But I mean, normally, if you want to be louder, faster, you tune higher. Normally speaking, I mean, if you look at all the world records, they're not in the 20s, they're not in the 30s. So
No,
just
we do that. We do that down here in Florida because
correct.
we're bored with the high frequencies. We're showing people we get loud on the low frequencies too.
And like I said, that's relative. You can get loud on lows for
Yeah.
sure, but I can do it with a lot less equipment tuned a lot higher. So I could, like I said, oh yeah, you're moving wind and everything, and yeah, demoing is awesome and it may last forever. But
Hmm.
if I can make my 215s do a 64 and it takes you 915s to do a 64.
Well, hold on, hold on.
Impressive.
What was that guy that took a bunch of he went to the junkyard and pulled a bunch of factory sixes out of every vehicle he could find?
Oh, and built the wall and built the
Yeah.
wall of
That, that thing just goes, and then you see like paper shredding and going everywhere. But that guy put out a stupid number.
and that's what it comes down to. It really comes down to on what your end result is. So you can either build dedicated vehicles just to compete, and those competition vehicles they're not demoing, and they go out there and they win every time. There's plenty of
Yep.
names that have been watching or on there that go out there and build to win. If you're not building to win, then I mean realistically you're building a demo vehicle so you can enjoy it. So yeah,
You're building a demo vehicle that does good on the meter.
correct, yeah.
That's what it comes down to. But you got the guys like Mike Jones and Tony Economou and Tony Piscali and all those guys over there. Around Team XD, almost everybody on Team XD. They roll to the lanes and they've got like a single sub in the back of their Honda
Mhm.
and just rake it out at 50, 55 hertz,
Yep,
tapping a 60 on a single sub.
for sure.
So, but on the same note, then you go upon a totally different conversation, which is going to be, do you build a peak monster or do you build something that's got a wider range on it for daily driving?
I,
That's the hot ones.
a lot of them have different boxes. So they take the box out, drive around with it daily, and then they put their box in when they go to shows. I've seen people swap out at shows.
Yeah,
So
so we'll swap out ports. I've seen
yeah,
I've seen a handful of guys that have like they'll have two external aero ports and cap one off and then go in there and give a stupid peaky number and then put the second port back on to get more of the lows and more of the air pushing.
I knew someone that had an electronic port. How about that? It was on a switch, and they were able to electronically open and close their port. So they sealed it up when they did SQ, and then they
Uh-huh.
motorized open for when they did SPL. He used to do Bobos. It was in the
Yeah,
back. In the back of I think a Magnum, a Dodge Magnum, if I'm not mistaken.
sounds right. But
250.
see, that's a Mike Jones right there. Just not to interrupt you, excuse me.
Yep.
Mike Jones just verified. He's like, that's what port plugs are for.
Yep.
He's not wrong. So, all right, I'm sorry. I'm going to quit talking so that you can talk. I keep over talking to you like
No,
usual.
you're good. We're having a good conversation. I'm hoping people get their knowledge in today. This is a very knowledgeable conversation for if you're an amateur getting into it. These are things to know.
Yeah. Benjamin McIntosh, a 215 is doing 158 is the same as a 158 on 615. That's 1%. You're 1% right on that. Just more cone area for wind, and that's what Russell and I are talking about. I believe is that you could have 215s tuned in the 50s,
Hmm?
and that's cracking out at 60 with no problems, or you can have 615s cracking at 60, but plays down to 22 hertz.
Yeah. There's
Isn't as peaky.
I've seen plenty of vehicles good up in those 60s, low 60s now. I think they're all doing low 60s now at 20 hertz. A lot of the big demo guys now,
Oh yeah,
like what's Mike doing and all them guys? They're getting in them low 60s at in the 20 something hertz, and I mean
yeah.
that's super impressive.
Well, Joel's doing a 60 at like 15 or 20 or something like that.
That
I'm like, dude, bring it to my order. That guy would wreck, would totally mutilate the bottom out class.
someone just did that. What's his name? The guy from shit. They just did it at Eastbound Get Down. What was his name? River Law. Didn't
Oh
remember.
yeah,
He just
how the hell can I forget about him? Yeah, he.
he just did base wars with Greg Kelly. When I talked to Greg last week, and thank you for everyone that did base wars at Eastbound Get Down. Sorry I can't make it. I'll probably never will make it, but you guys had fun. I heard it was a good show. So, but we will be at the next one, I believe next weekend. Yep.
Which we will talk about that in a minute. No, it's not next weekend. It's the weekend after.
Oh, you're right, because I'm putting a radio in my truck next week.
Yeah, so
Weekend
we have 2 weeks until. But let me catch up on the comments real quick, and then we'll hop on that real quick.
All right.
Aaron, my apologies to you, sir. But you know the Suburbans and the pickup trucks of that generation, they have the same front ends from pretty much the back of the front doors up. They're identical. All the parts are the same and interchangeable. You have a topper on yours, so you converted yours into a Tahoe, a 2-door Tahoe. But yeah, I do. Okay, so I do apologize. But let's see here. Hector, what's up? John Kent, I'm Laos. What's up? Now, Mr. Kent, I will say 100% that you have some damn good, impressive builds. That man is the master at building systems that no matter what you put in it, it's going to sound good. A very,
Complete.
very, very well-rounded system.
And not just bass. Like mids and highs are just
Yeah.
as bass. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
He could pop in, and not say ever would, 'cause I think his system would catch fire, but he could pop in country music and then go to classical music and then pop in some good old school bass mechanic.
Yep.
And all of them will sound just as perfect as the one before. He is a master of the art. There's no question about that.
I've judged a couple of his vehicles before, so I can definitely speak on that.
Eric Jones, Jason, I'm going to see how loud these 1224s will get. Oh my effing G, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Videos and lots of videos.
1224s.
1224s. What the hell school bus did you convert to put that in?
Each one of those has probably got to be in like 8 cubes.
Well, no, because the standard 15 baseline is 4 cubes. So
That's a you said 18? That's a 24. It's much different. It's a big
no,
box.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why it's got to take a lot more, I would think.
Yeah, I said 8 cubes. 8 cubes per whatever. Even if you do a fourth order, you're doing 8 cubes per sub, then times that by, if you're doing a 2-to-1 ratio, then it's 16 on the other half. I mean, the math there's outrageous.
Yeah. So side note. So Brendan Garner, he has a church van. Well, it's one of the long vans, and then there's an addition added to it. I think he said it has like 6 or 7 rows of seats in or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still a van, but if it had one more seat, they would turn it into a bus.
Okay.
So he got that. The company he and his family run, they get stuff and they find deals and all this stuff. So that's not their thing, but they do it while they're doing they talk to a lot of people. So he's got this church van, and he did the specs on it, and God bless it. Hopefully he'll get on here and can help me with this. I cannot remember. But for a no-wall build, it was something like he could fit like 60 12s or 60 15s in it or something in a no-wall flat build.
See,
Like,
I get that. But realistically, you're going to have phasing issues from the backs up to the front side.
oh, heavy. You're not just gonna have you're gonna see a wave of them all the way down. It's gonna look like you're hanging by the Atlantic.
You would literally have to time align each row of subs.
Well, he was talking originally, and if I'm opening up anything I shouldn't be, I apologize. But I don't think I am, because usually the stuff he doesn't hide it. And that's one of the things I got respect for, because he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna see how it's gonna do. Oh man, it does it so many times. But what he was talking about doing was, and this, whatever he puts in there, whatever he ends up with, I'm not trying to bash her down, but I'm trying to think of what the original one was to buy like the cheapest entry level speakers.
Hell yeah.
Like, put a bunch of Sundown E's in there or something.
Oh, that's better than I thought. Okay.
Okay, no, but that's something like, because that's their lowest one, if I know right. It's the Sundown E's. But like, put the lowest of like the Power Acoustic. They weren't the Mofos, they're not the Foo Bars. But like, what are they?
No, I know the Mofos and stuff, so I don't even know their lower models.
Yeah, yeah, if you believe they make a lower model.
Okay.
But you're talking about, and then oh, that's what he went off on this. He's talking about getting like some Dayton speakers, just some paper
Oh,
cone, the
mhm,
power acoustic, $5 if you buy 100 of them, kind of thing.
mhm. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
So
Go for it.
yeah.
Hey, if he puts his mind to it, I know it can get done. He
Oh,
definitely he got it.
I can't. I still can't. Every time it comes up, and I gotta say it. God bless. He's the only guy I know that cracked a 50 on two Sony Explodes. That literally, when you touched them, they went down. You didn't have to push it. You just like you set a pack of cigarettes on it, the speaker would go thump. They were that loose. And he's like, "Hold my beer,"
Yeah,
and then rack that bitch and almost did a 51 out of it. I'm like,
that's what I mean. I mean,
mm.
that's called efficiency. That right there proves everybody wrong. So,
Yep, and there isn't a single square inch of that car that vibrates from the inside. Everything is sealed. Everything is tight. Everything is
because
there.
everything in the car, there's so much in that car.
Yeah, and talking to him, he's kind of because there's a lot of stuff that's wrong with it. He's got leaks in the box. He hasn't done anything with his firewall. His firewall is still naked factory.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's starting to blow the seam where the firewall connects up. It's a But that car is like there's a little angel that flies over the damn thing, I swear,
Every day.
just holding it together. Not even saving him from accident, just holding that car together. That's that angel's job.
Yeah.
Um, so who the
Now
hell
you said something. Someone's gonna get a phone call tomorrow.
to
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
but he would do it, he'd be like, dude, he's like, you're not even gonna imagine what happened. I was driving down the road and one of my tires fell off and passed me. It was so awesome.
He would.
Yeah.
He seemed to be the angry type.
Okay, so real quick, let's get back on this here. So does apply factors, maybe mean Hudson. Yeah, still doesn't apply factors do come into play. As John was replying to John McCrae. Kent was replying to McCrae about. He said, I think they meant mids and highs would be more efficient. And Kent said, still doesn't apply factors do come into play. And that's a hard one to hit right there too, because a lot of people with minimal knowledge, and this is in your court, think that, okay, so I add some sixes to my doors and I put some piezo tweets in it and maybe a horn or two, and that's gonna be great. And people don't understand. In comparison, I think SPL is easier than SQ.
I do too, and I do SQ. I've done it all. I've
Yeah,
done audio builds, I've done SQ builds, and I do that. But again, SQ is more, I guess, judges are humans in SQ. They're not
yeah,
machines. A machine is easier to understand. I can not beat the SPL box, but I know what it's going to do. Everybody hears something differently. That's why when you get into big orgs and stuff, they have multiple SQ judges and they all have a reference knowledge. And 99% of the time, the top three cars are the top three cars in the class, no matter what.
yeah,
But there could be not even the word bias in. It's just there is certain natural sounds that you listen to and that you hear better than others. So SQ is a lot harder in a sense like that, and it's just you fight everything when it comes to SQ because you want your car to be as quiet as possible and this and that. Where SPL vehicles are as loud, and I've heard of people like who was it? One of your guys where you can't hold the back right door or you lose SPL.
yeah.
Where like
Uh,
SQ's
well,
not like that. Like you can't dent in something and then not have it sound better.
yeah. You say that, but yeah, I mean, I'm thinking. I believe Aaron's truck. Yes, I said truck. Uh, I believe his truck that if you push on the passenger side door, it tanks. It totally doesn't anything. So yeah,
I've
that's some major stuff.
I've heard of people have to have windows cracked to be louder, and I'm like, how does like your back window has to be down for your meter under the dash to work better?
So John Dempsey, his in the truck he had before in the Ford. Travelster or whatever. The one that looks like a pickup truck on the front and that goes up. And it's like a cargo truck in the rear.
Oh, the white one.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it
It's like
white?
the mullet of
Yeah,
trucks.
yeah, yeah,
Party
yeah.
in the
I remember.
business front, party in the back.
Hmm.
So he with his no, it wasn't that truck. I'm sorry. That's one he has. It was the HHR. The HHR that he had.
Oh, okay. I know what they
The back driver's side door had to be open.
are. How does that work?
Had to be open, and that's how he gained his lights. I can't remember if the other windows were down, or whatever. But the rest of the truck was sealed door wise.
Hmm.
He had to have like this window down, that window up, and that back door open. And before I knew him from Jack, I'm like, he rolls up and starts doing. I'm like, dude, I'm like, let me give you some pointers, man. That's not going to work for you. You got, and tell him the whole concept of clockwise and yada yada yada. And he's like, just let me do it. And he did that, and he lit that thing up. I'm like, I said, okay, cool. I was like, I'll give you that one. I'll take your scoring for that. I'm like, but now let's close that back door, and I'll tell you that number's gonna be louder. And son of a bitch, if he can go down 3 decibel. At that point, I'm like, I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, uh, you have my attention.
Yep.
And that was it.
Yeah. I believe I saw one of the comments earlier. It's literally testing and tuning. I mean,
Yes.
that's how you get it. You test and tune, and that's how you become efficient and good at what you do. Loud is relative to what it is, and if you want to be loud with 115, you can do it. You want to be loud with eight, what was it, 1224s? You can be loud with 1224s. So you better be damn loud with 1224s. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's go. Charles Jr.'s tips to get loud. Lots of tests, test correctly, you win, test wrong, and not often enough you lose. Basic math and science get yeah, and that's what I tell people about it too. It's this stuff doesn't just happen. You build, you test, you fix, you test, you fix, you test, and then that cycles out. And if you spent less than 8 hours in the shop doing it, then you still got 10 more hours to go before you're going to skim the top layer. I mean, the stuff is so precise. It's a matter of what you want to build up to. I've got mad respect for Charles Jr. and I've got mad respect for RP Patel and I've got mad respect for those guys. I don't want to do that because a lot of those vehicles are so peaky on that one tone that it is not daily driver. It's nothing you can enjoy. But I don't go to the drag strip and dog the guys that run the oval.
Mm-hmm.
You give respect where it is because Charles Jr. I know specifically, um, that man works his ever loving ass off on his vehicles, and it shows. It damn sure does show.
Pretty sure he's one of the few. I don't know. I can't quote me. You would probably know more than me, but I'm pretty sure he's broken a 70 before.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So not many people in Florida have broken 70s. So
No,
that's saying
no.
something. Those
So
are big boy numbers when you get into 70s.
yeah, that's how they do it. And that's how they do this to the floor. They do this to the roof. They know to use this material. They know to use that much of that. And angle this here, and they learn the vehicle. That's the other thing is that what works. And I keep referencing the Honda because there's one right here in front of me. But what works in the Honda, even if you do size comparison, what works in the Honda isn't going to work in a like a Hyundai hatchback.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just not going to. Hell, even in full size truck, for what works in my Suburban isn't going to work in an Explorer.
Yeah. No.
Expedition, I guess, would be the comparable.
Expedition is the closer one to it, but
Yeah.
still, they're not the same. I mean,
No.
cabin, airflow, there's so many variances in it that.
So, okay, so I'm catching up on here. 50 mile an hour over posted speed limit is in Florida. See, I've heard this 20, so, but either way, I try not to speed. Uh,
I don't speed. I drive slow. Lies. Shh. I did.
That's
I
freaking
did. I did
awesome.
almost. I did like 90 on the way home today from Disney. So
Melissa has a little digital leash on me that when I speed, it gives like, bells and whistles on her phone and all that. Oh, that 360 thing. That
oh yeah, like
freaking
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So every once in a while, like with Sarah in the car, no. With anybody riding with me, no. I'm
Correct.
not going to be that stupid.
Well, I guess I did 90.
But some of the back roads in Brooksville are just the way the turns bank up, and it's an exhilarating feeling. And I've lived here for almost 40 years, so I know the roads and I know the areas, and I know that around this turn you're gonna hit a little, so you know the stuff. Now, did I do freaking Mario Andretti done shit? No, no. But I'll take the truck and tap a triple digits and set the cruise control and just cruise down it.
I won't.
Why better?
Those roads are scary. I took the back road to your house one time.
That's right.
I was in the middle of nowhere for a long time, and I was like, I'm gonna die out here somewhere.
I'm feeling scared.
Correct. All
Mm.
right.
All right, so
Let's get back to the shows. Let's do some.
uh, yep, you end up in jail. 2 do pretty good. The right box makes a big difference. Yep, yep, yep. So low end all day. What's happening? How's it going, guys? Here, let's just. I'm sorry, I gotta skip through all those. That's a whole bunch of them up there. Okay. uh, yeah. Everybody's a speeder when it comes down to it. And the funny is, the ones that say they're not are usually the ones that have done it more than once. James, sir, it was good seeing you as well. I do hope that a lot of you are coming to, hey, see what I did there?
Yes.
Are going to be coming to the Slammin' With Swain show coming up. It is not a week from today. It is not that weekend, but it's the following weekend.
Okay.
It is a 2-day show.
The 8th. 7th and 8th. 7th and 8th.
Yeah, it's the 7th and the 8th. It is a 2-day show. That was for the grace of Mr. John Kent. He agreed to it. I brought it up, and he's like, and then we talked it over, and now we agree it's going to happen. Here's the catch, though. We need to make this show something. Well, I'm not expecting made of steel numbers out of it by any means, but we need to have a little bit better than just a regular parking lot meet, because this stuff costs money. To rent the fairgrounds and to get the organizations there, and things like that, they cost money. So please come, tell your friends, spread the word. It is a 2-day show. I still have people coming up saying, well, I'd come if it was a 2-day show. Well, you're in luck. It's a 2-day show. Now, the big dogs that are going to be there, ACCL is going to be there. I wouldn't miss it, seeing how it is the Swain show. Base Wars will be there. I believe that you are running that one, right, Russell?
Yes, I'll run that one.
Okay. And you running both days, or you want to take this?
Yeah. I'll be there both Saturday and Sunday. Like I said, well, like Melissa just commented, the Super Bowl weekend, so I don't know what time you were planning on getting done. I think I had an idea, maybe, but
Yeah. So I want to do this like we do May of Steel, where Saturday the lanes are lit up at 10, and we run them till 5, 6, somewhere around that time period. Sunday, lanes light up at 10. I want to be done and handing out awards around 3.
yes,
Because a lot of people like Russell, and Rayo, if he ends up coming, such and sorts from different parts of the states. There's nothing worse than having a show on a Sunday that ends at like 6 or 7 o'clock, and then having to pack all the equipment up, and then you have to say goodbye to everybody, and then you got a 3-hour drive home. I used to do shows on the East Coast. I wouldn't get home till midnight, almost 1 o'clock.
I've done that.
That's okay for me. I don't work. So I don't have to worry about getting up on a Monday to go to work. But for people like Russell, that is a stereotypical 9 to 5er, doing a show on a Sunday and staying out till the crack of dawn really dents the next day.
Oh, it does.
So yeah, see, so John says 100% I'll be home for the game.
See?
So
I would like to be home for the game. I think the game starts at 8, so I think I'm good. If we get done at 3, It's still like a 3.5, 4 hour drive home for me. So
Yeah.
I should be able to make it.
Uh, Melissa, the Patriots won the game tonight, so they will be in the Super Bowl, and that is Melissa's 100%. That's her main team. So if it comes down to it and the show gets drug on further than it should, which it won't, you're going to see the little Honda drive away, and she's going to get home and start making stuff and getting things going. So,
I lived in New England. I guess I got to root for them.
yeah, but it's kind of like, just because you live in Tampa, you got to root for the Bucks. Nah.
I'm a shitty Dolphins fan. That's my team, but I'm gonna root for the Patriots.
Yeah.
You don't do that in football, but guess what? I am.
Um, I enjoy football to watch it, and I'll find a team to be like, I'll find that to be the team. But I myself don't have a team. The Bucks, just because they're the local team and they have played well, uh, in some games. But
Game starts at 6:30. John, you're killing me.
oh
Look, that's when all the ads and everything. The football game doesn't start till 8, right?
It's never that late.
We'll find out.
Go look it
oh
up.
yeah, because if it started at 8, it'd be on until midnight.
Usually it is.
That's perfect. That's what I needed.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going through these right now. So yeah, Melissa Super Bowl weekend. You'll be home time for wings. In it's a like yeah.
I'll just
Learn
stay.
grammar. Let's see here. Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, and I'm sure all you do know, but this show is the celebration of mine and my daughter's birthday. She's the end of February, the beginning of March. We will be on a Disney cruise at the end of February. So
Congratulations.
yeah. Then before that, there was Valentine's Day. So
That's the 14th.
we Yep, didn't want to do that on the Valentine's Day weekend, and there's this going on that weekend going with this one. So it just worked out that, all of our birthdays got shifted a month behind. But it's okay, because we're doing it to hang out with our friends, to enjoy cookies, chilling out, and, audio's life for a lot of us. So, yep, Sarah, the CEO, wants to celebrate her birthday. I know on the page, it has gone up a lot. The head count of people that say they're going to be coming or interested in it, and that's always great. I love that. So, John McCray, I don't watch football. I'm going to pitch a tent and burn his front yard, says Terry. Let's see here. I'm going to pitch a tent. You already know, buddy. Okay, yeah, the time frame would probably be preferred for what we discussed. John, I'm sorry, man. You're going to have to refresh me offline. Ruben, I don't know if you're invited or not. I don't know any of the logistics on that. Uh, if you're talking to Slammin With Swain, any car audio comp is invited, but I don't know. That's, like I said, this is John's baby.
All right. So, did you hear about the next show after this? You remember the one we did? I forgot. Was it for Hayden or something? For the Love of Bass?
Yes,
Is that a
I
show?
will not.
I seen
Sorry.
them just make. I just seen on Facebook they just made a post about it, but they didn't say any orgs were going to be there, and they didn't ask me. I don't know if they asked you or not. So I don't know if it's just a demo show because he was talking about, like in the post, it was like, I hope we don't get shut down. So
So he did contact me,
okay.
and
Oh, but
it
you're going to
isn't.
be out of town.
Yeah, if I wasn't, we would be there. But
Now I get it. Go on your Disney cruise. Don't worry.
yeah, I
Just
think it
do that.
happens like the day before we go on the cruise or something.
Yeah, don't
And
worry.
Melissa's like, she's like, well, if you really want to, I'm like, no, I'm not going to go run a show and then have to. No,
Okay.
no.
I know.
Um,
I know we did it last year, and I just seen a post, but I didn't see any orgs.
yeah, James just did For the Love of Lowe's is what it is. Oh no, wait, no, love for the Lowe's is that show, and then the one coming up after that
The one
is
in
going to
March.
be
That's the
yep,
love.
Mark, yep.
Okay.
For the Love of Bass is the
Okay.
Basshead Wedding.
That's the big.
That's the one is the 21st.
Yes, that's the next one after, I guess, the Slammin With Swain. So it goes that, then the March, and then
Yep, we've got okay, so we got Slam with Swain on the 7th of February. We have got For the Love of Bass, a Basshead Wedding is on the 21st of March.
Yep.
And then the 27th of March is, I know for the Florida piece this doesn't mean much for anything, but it is the TDH show up in Virginia. And then we got Made of Steel in May.
Yep. Yep.
So that's great. We have shows in between that are in different parts of the states going on. I have to work this out here because I'm not 100% sure who's judging what. For anybody that does not know, Crystal and Kenny, which were judges for Kenny's org, and Crystal is a judge for our org in the Carolinas. She got a promotion in her job. She's promoted up, and that's great. That's awesome. But excuse me, that is now taking a lot more of her time. It's a major difference for them, major cultural change. So they're going to take that season off. They're going to take 2026 season off. The following season, they're saying they're going to come back. They just want a year to rebuild, recoup, and redo everything. So with them not being there, I'm not going to say we're going to be any shows because I'm not 100% sure. Until I'm 100% sure, then we'll release it out and we'll put it on the Facebook page. So that's about it. I don't want to go much further than Made of Steel because that's May. So that's, still 4 or 5 months away.
Yep. And then I'm going to be doing obviously Slam with Swain for the Love of Bass, the wedding, and then the next one for me would be a Music Wars event on April 18th, Lux and Low. So I'll judge Music Wars on that one in April. I don't know if I'm going to go to TDH. I know you keep bugging me and want me to go, but I don't know if I'll go. And then it Made of Steel. And there used to be Bring the Noise. And I haven't heard anything about that one. I tried to find something, and I didn't see anything. So I don't know if it's happening this year. I know last year they tried to make it like some music event. So I don't know if something happened or if they're not doing it again, but
there's a whole bunch of rumors, but nothing I've heard set in stone, so I'm not going to add anything to it. People want it to happen, but things may be holding that back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but it does happen with shows. Shows do get shut down. Shows do get canceled, and unfortunately, it's just the way of the beast. Rest in peace, Spring Break Nationals.
You go bring up the good old years. Hey, actually, I'll go as far as the month after that. You want to talk about nationals? So I spoke to the gentleman who organizes. It's been an hour. Nopi Nationals. So if you like to join, like you said, it's still June. It's June. Don't quote me, like the 23rd or 24th or 27th. Later to late June at West Palm Beach, is it Fairgrounds? They're going to do Nopi Nationals where they'll have a car show, a drifting, and then now audio. So I took that.
And I was thinking about it. I forgot to get back to you on that. I was thinking about that. I've been to the Nopi Nationals doing audio before.
In Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
Like on the drag strip area?
Huh?
They have like a drag strip or something there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you go last year?
No, hold on.
Oh.
I went to that show right about when I first started judging for ISPLL.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, so, I'd probably say more realistically, probably about 10, 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then never got an invite back again. So I know what happened between Karlovic and them, or whatever. I just at that point it wasn't my thing. I just said, okay, sir, let's do this.
Yep.
and that was it. So I'm going to when it gets closer to it. So you gotta give me respect on that. I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
what Melissa and I have planned
that's
for
fine.
June,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I gotta check my back parts on the calendar to see what shows, if any, we normally do have in June.
Mhm.
Contact the hosts and see what's going on with that.
Yep.
So
Nope, I completely understand. I just said I put it on mine because I know I didn't have any, and I can't think of any other big ones after Made of Steel right now. But so I took in one. I took on that one. So, and
yeah,
Greg Kelly, because they haven't been holding Nopi Nationals for a long time, and Greg Kelly did it in Atlanta last year and had a decent turnout. So bringing something, another little something to, South Florida at least, because East Coast shows aren't as big, especially in the South. They're all Daytona Beach and stuff like that. So there's
yeah.
not there's not many down south. So you know,
Um, we're gonna rebuild it though. I got a good feeling about this.
yeah, we
Um,
need it to grow.
I talked to a handful of people. I know we're over our time, but I don't care.
Okay.
Um, the only reason I tried to keep it under an hour is because when I post it on TikTok and Instagram, it says, "Oh, you gotta edit this," and I don't think I get a shitload of hits on those anyways. So I was blasted on Facebook, but shit, I forgot what the hell I was about to say. Where were we going with this?
Rebuilding.
I don't know. It's gone.
Rebuilding Florida. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's right. Rebuilding the East Coast, and I talked to some people in Eastbound
Okay.
that are East Coast because I don't normally. That's the big show. That's why I love that show so much because it gets a lot more of Florida there to it, um, and they're talking. They may have some spots we could use,
That would
and
be great.
it isn't the oh yeah, my buddy owns a shop over there, and we're cool there. We know because we know all the police that
Those
no.
don't work.
Yeah, that's I. You could tell. You can ask Melissa. There's been shows where I've come home and I just about wanted to friggin' punch a damn wall because, drove 3 hours out to get to a show that the host promised us everything was good, and at the second run, the police showed up and said, "Yeah, no, you're not doing that." And
Jeez.
then
Yeah.
what do you do at that point? You drive back home cussing because I only made $40 that day, and starting the damn truck burns that much in fuel. So but yeah, so I would love to get a lot more on the East Coast and spread out that way. And South Florida, we're dead down there, but there isn't really much down there. So
I
yeah,
you never know. You never
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Find
I
out.
mean, the good thing is that you and I work together, and we got we've got good connections, and you pretty
Mhm.
much are the East Coast, I'm pretty much the West Coast, so
Yep.
we could trade and mingle, nothing to it.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
what else you got, man?
I think that was it. Kind of wanted to go over the last bit of shows and everything. Nothing really changed. I mean, we already have the orgs. I think the last time I went on there, I said about the changes of the classes and stuff. So nothing else has changed. And like I said, thanks to everyone that did Eastbound. Greg got all those numbers punched in for you there. Um, and then we'll go on to the next one, and we'll get everything going for finals this
Yeah.
year.
Let's see. Hold on, real quick. John says tried an East Coast show, had more West Coast people there, so East Coast people would not show up, so I dropped it. John, and I kind of am on with you on that because I've talked to everybody's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we'll do this, we'll do this. Let me know if you want to do it. And then when you contact, they're like, well, yeah, I don't know, man. That show's on that day, and I don't. So I don't know. Somehow we'll figure something out. I mean, it's I'm not short on the calendar by any means. I'm not like begging for shows. We've built a good enough reputation up in the field that John Kent is
Mhm.
one of my good friends, and we help each other out. And as you all know, he hosts a lot of the shows that I run, and the other ones I'm working with people with. And so there's not a shortage of shows by any means. I just like the coverage aspect. I'd like Florida to get enough is where I need an East Coast judge. That would be excellent. I wouldn't be bad with that. Split the state right in half.
Mhm.
So I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff on the docket. There's all kinds of stuff that's being thrown around. So South Florida pickup there is a restaurant I want to try down there. He won't take me unless you guys do a show. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of right one. So truck will look different as Slammin' With Swain. Ooh, I can't wait, Aaron. Um, I'm overly intrigued. The truck looks awesome the way. I love those wheels. Those wheels are gorgeous. And the truck, I just love the old box Chevy. I just like that old look, and so but whatever you're doing to it, I know it's going to be spot on. It's going to be great. So John McRae says I'm trying out 19 by the Heather. Yep. So he's working on places there too. Beverage 50 Liquors, I spoke to them earlier. We need a test run during the day, like Saturday, Sunday. Have like 10 people show up, get loud, and see if we have any issues. John, I know enough people. We can get 3 people to show up, and they'll be louder than all 10 of them. So, yeah, we'll set something up. We'll see what the threshold limit of the locals are. All the ones like my neighbor when I first moved in here. Oh my God, talking to her and she said something. It was a little conversation thing. I said, yeah. I said, I'm in an audio assist, so you may hear me every once in a while on a Friday tuning before a show. And she had the audacity to go, oh yeah, don't worry, don't worry. I open the doors and I wash my car too. Don't worry about that. It's okay. We'll get along. And I went out there, different time, like tuning before Made of Steel or something like that. And I ripped open the Suburban and got a bunch of texts from her, knocking stuff off her walls, and what the hell are you doing over there? And you're breaking my pipes. And
Why does everyone say that? That shit ain't
yeah,
real. I've never seen a picture on the floor. I've never.
it,
My neighbor did the same thing when I moved to my house across the street. I had a friend over. He had 215s. Wasn't anything crazy. Nothing crazy. She came outside. You're knocking stuff off my wall. Let me see this because I ain't ever at my house and I'm in my driveway and I ain't never knocked anything off my walls.
right? Yeah, that's Melissa and I are saying that too. Because the layout of our house, and the Suburban was parked where I always parked the Suburban, and didn't knock anything off our walls. And the house that's across the forest.
Yeah, what are they, 7 miles away from each other? Like,
Yeah, it's not that far, but yeah. So yeah, oh, that's right, Melissa. She said we broke the pipes in her laundry room. That was what it was, and then it flooded the laundry room.
I doubt it.
Yeah, or like Dempsey brought up for I think it was finals was when that
Yeah.
happened. When we had at the fairgrounds. Yeah, knocked the TV off the wall.
Didn't
Yep,
John
and like Liz said, in our place, nothing. So
I'm pretty sure John made shirts, right? Didn't he make the TV off the wall shirts? Or was that like a joke or like a sticker or something?
no, he made that, but for the awards for the next show, it was shaped like a broken television.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, hold on, I think I have one.
Right? Because that joke was hilarious because there's no house. Well, there's some houses near the fairgrounds, but they're not the ones that complained. It was somebody further away from the fairgrounds that complained.
Yeah, they're like 3 or 4 miles down the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right there.
That was the award.
Broken TV. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, those audio guys humor.
That's good stuff. That one, I gotta admit, that was one of my prouder moments coming up with that idea. And when I gave the awards out, just about everybody laughed. Everybody like, and yeah, so that was good. But yeah, Ken, I believe for the same show, I believe for the final shirts, they had the picture of the broken television on it, and then all the sponsors. So that was some good shit.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah. So I can't think of much anything else, man. We've gone over, but I don't care. That's great. That's good times.
Me too. I'm happy.
So just to refresh everybody on this, because we did ramble on, we've got Slammin' With Swain is less than 2 weeks away. That is, I think it's either $20 or $30 entry fee. Again, that's what I was going to get to here. For any of the shows that Kent runs, You can find all the information online. Go to the Facebook page. For any of the shows that I run, period. You go to the Facebook page. You get all the information about it. But Kent also has links to the website so that you can register for the shows that he's in charge of. The Eastbound show, Slammin' with Swain, I don't know is on there, but I know Made of Steel is on there. I know Florida State Finals is on there, and you can pre-register and get a lot of information off of the what time, who, what, when, where, and why. So that's a great thing to have. Um, I think that's about it. You want to add anything else to it, my friend?
I do. I have a short thing that just made me laugh really bad because I've been selling a lot of my audio stuff and something just popped across my top of my screen. I got a 50-inch light bar that I'm trying to sell and I put it for dirt cheap. And then someone just wanted to trade me a 1,000-watt amplifier. And I think it's hilarious because I've been selling so much audio stuff and someone just randomly messaged me, was like, would you trade for a 1,000-watt amplifier? Not know not knowing what's in my garage. Of how much audio stuff I have there. So no, I don't want to trade.
Well, I mean, but if it's like a one of the old Macintosh the tube amplifiers they used to have.
I would trade for that. Not a Pioneer 1,000-watt amplifier. What am I
That's
doing?
good stuff.
I'll trade you for $50. How about that?
Oh man, if you make it, no, you wouldn't get that out of the amplifier most likely.
No,
But
no. I got a 50-inch light bar that works. So
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to get out the garage. All right. But no. Were you looking at your
I'm,
car? You want it? I'll give it to you. I'll
I'm,
bring it to you.
I'm thinking the 50-inch light bar on the Burb.
I don't have brackets, so you got to get brackets, but I'll bring it to you if you want.
No, dude, no. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm actually
I'm not. I would give it to you.
don't tell anybody, but I'm actually trying to make the Burb look somewhat okay now. I'm gonna like kind of take it away from that over.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going to happen? People aren't going to know what to do.
That's it. That'd be like Brendan taking his car to Mako, and that would be like he would lose decibels for one,
Oh,
but
100%. All
that
the
ripple in
tools
that
out of
fender
the
just
back of the truck. If you
yeah
took
just
it out the back, it wouldn't play as loud.
yeah. John said it's a Kenford 1K. Do you remember? That's a real thing. Do you remember those? Talking to you, Russell.
Yeah, I'm here. My wife is using a dryer. Hold on. I'm back.
No, there were Kenfords.
I do not. I know.
Okay, so no, it's not Kenwood. It was like a mix between a Kenwood and a Rockford, but the Chinese place called them Kenfords. So
No, never heard of it.
it was God. I can remember. I can remember going to everything. 'Cause they had it at the fairgrounds, and it was like the Electronics Expo this weekend only, and all that good stuff. And get 1,000-watt amplifiers for $20 this weekend. And you got there, and yeah, there was a bunch of like real rickshaw knockoffs, like Kenfords and I can't even think of any, but like just saying, like instead of a Pioneer, it'd be a Pointer. Like the same colors and the same everything, but like yeah, got a magnet like that big on the back of a 15.
I went to my local flea market last weekend, and it was quite a good scene because they have a little car audio shop. And my wife was like, "You should go in there," and I'm like, "I'm not gonna do that to this person. Like, I'm gonna know way more than him, and it's gonna be really bad."
Hey. You see Walker be like, oh no. Get this out of here. Get this out of here.
They have some chem fun there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the stuff we're talking about. So
There it is, James. Sony guts.
yep.
What is that? It's Sony's guts.
You got the amplifiers like this big, but it's got a little teeny circuit board in it. Like the rest of it's just there for decoration. You ever see those?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff. So
Yeah, for damn sure. So, all right. Well, you know what though? It is getting late, and
It
it's
is.
been a long weekend. I need to go inside and take a shower and go to bed. So, I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching tonight. It's great. I want to thank Russell for being able to join in, and it's always a pleasure talking to you, sir. And if I don't talk to you between now and then, you know I have an open couch for you. That's already a given for Slammin With Swain if you want to come down and stay the whole weekend.
I will.
Uh, and I know you automatically assumed.
Yep.
Uh, uh, so less than 2 weeks away is that show. Check out the page. Check out the Facebook page for prices and times of when the gates are actually going to open. I want to say they open like wicked early for the vendors, and then it's like 8 or 9 for everyone else. We will have the lanes open at 10, if not before, and they will be open until 5, 6 o'clock. Pretty much made a steel schedule, like I said before. So. All right. On that note, I'm Jason, aka Guy with the Meter, the man, the myth, the legend, and second grunt in charge of the ACCL org. My good friend, Mr. Russell,
Yep.
or Russell Jones, is the Base Wars judge for Florida, and they're building up and they're doing it quick, and I love it. Um, Check him out online. He actually has like a web page or something.
They do. With all the shows on it too. So it'll
Yeah.
show all this year.
Yeah. I'm on Facebook under ACCL. American Colorado Competition League is the other Facebook page. That one I don't really interact with as much, but I do see a lot more people using it. A lot more people are showing their pictures and such. That's great. That's awesome. I love it. When I post shows, I still tag American Colorado Competition League and ACCL, both of them on Facebook. So, with that being said, um, I will see you next week, and stay warm this weekend because it's supposed to be getting butt chattery as freezing in Florida.
It is cold.
You good?
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna get colder this week. So, all right. Well, I hope everyone has a good night. Again, Russell from Base Wars. So, if anyone needs
All right.
anything, Facebook message me or let me know. Okay.
All right, and you came in right at the perfect time, buddy. We're ending it now. So, but the good thing is, this is great to watch while you're on the shitter. It's
Oh.
awesome. See you guys.
Yeah.